That is a shambles.
Since we started Bunch of Amateurs, we've intended to hang out with the players of the teams that we follow, show what life is like for them when they're not scoring or giving away goals. And for our first subject, we've picked Bobby Joe Taylor, who, outside of football, does more football. For Bob's the head coach of the Dorking Academy Under-19s team, and he's taking control of his side as they host Boreham Wood.
So, National League Academy Under-19 Youth Alliance League. We've got Boreham Wood in the league fixture. So we obviously want to instill a winning mentality. That's always part of what we set out to do. But alternatively as well, just seeing sort of the growth of the players, what information they're taking on board. So the details that we've been giving them in the weeks or the previous times or previous fixtures, and the learns, and then obviously, just to sort of get out what we need. Do you know what I mean? What we need of it, and that. But in all fairness, what we want to do is we're setting out to win the game. Football's like, it's everything. It's all I've ever done. So it's all I've ever known. I don't know anything else. Being part of someone's journey is something that I really excites me. If I can sort of be a part of that, watching people excel and grow, and then obviously try and pave the pathway for some of the boys to, if it's not in our first team, if it can be somewhere else. So everything that we've been doing recently, all the things that should be a given anyway. Like I don't have to keep reiterating it and repeating myself, but. The character and desire as such has been there, probably missing that little bit of grit. I think if we can find that extra little bit of bite somewhere down the line, when we're in pole positions, nobody's better footballing team than you lot, right? Nobody. No one gets anywhere near us. So however the game goes, I think how we can manage it can be a bit better. So if we're in the lead and it's getting late on, it's all about dying on the sword. So understanding those jobs and the roles that you need to do in order to get us over the line. And if that means that you have to get hurt for it, that's just the way it is. To the ball, Trev. Send him backwards.
So tactically, Bob's approach is much like Marc's, the same system, using the same techniques. And when things aren't going well, Bob's reaction is pretty similar.
Too easy.
And it's fair to say in the first half, things don't really go well at all.
Yes.
Wanderers are losing the ball up top and allowing Boreham Wood chances to enter their box. Caveman is the new kit man at Dorking, and he's also Bob's number 2.
But you're saying get out every time there's a back 4. Yeah. But they're a 3-5-2 though, Cave. Yeah. So we've got a +1 anyway.
Bob's frustrated because he knows how much talent is in this team, not least in the middle of the park, where Joel Brown does his thing. The midfielder came on and scored a late consolation at Aveley for the first team earlier in the season. There he is, he's that one there, pinging the ball around.
Positive, direct, deliver. Good. To be honest, you lot are very lucky that there's 45 minutes left to play, put it that way. Very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. Anyone in here think they're having a good game? Anyone think that that's acceptable? No? I feel like I just can't win with you, like literally. So we're talking about dropping Gabs in as a back 4, like I've literally worked on for 2 days, and you don't understand it. He drops in, where do you go? Where do you go? Right wing. So why are you still stood in the same line with him then and can't get on the ball? Am I speaking a different language? Yeah, and I'm trying to pave the pathway for some of you to have a good career. If it's not here, somewhere else, because I'll help you. Whoever comes in the 10, the other one has to stay high. Has to stay high. Is that clear? Yeah, do we all understand it now? That's the system. I've told you the instructions, so now you need to go and demonstrate that. All right? All good?
Bob's half-time bollocking was not just for show, or for this show. Within minutes, defender and second-year student Jay Richardson opens the scoring. When Luke Beige dances through almost uncontested, it does make you wonder, how are they not already 5 up? The chances keep coming and Todman makes it 4.
What a ball.
You think Bob's rather pleased with himself?
Joel, well done, better. Same again, oi, same again.
Substitute and prolific goalscorer for the B team, Ollie Rawlins, makes it 4. And defender Jay Richardson makes it 5 with his 3rd goal in 2 games.
What a ball!
Caveman takes the credit as he planned the set piece.
Caveman set piece, that is, to be fair. Yes. Yes.
I was so excited when I saw it. I knew it was coming.
A fantastic ball into the box is diverted in by Miles Straker for the 6th and final goal of the game.
What a ball that is! Oh my God. Obviously, the real pleasing thing is that we won the game quite clearly. You know, a way better outfit in the second half. The frustrating thing is that I had to bollock you for 45, like at half time, to get that out of you. Like, if you show that much class from the off, you probably win 12-0. Like, and on another day, if you don't do that, you lose the game. So, like, that's the difference between levels and standards. Because I know it's part of my job, but I don't want to have to scream and shout at you and then tell you you're going to have to run on a Monday for you then to turn up for 45 minutes. That shouldn't be the standard. It should be every single week. We love playing on a Wednesday, it's our fixture. Yeah, we get to play together as like mates and all that stuff. You have all that enjoyment there, right? And you should enjoy that for 90 minutes. You shouldn't be there under pressure. I can hear people shouting at each other. Like, I'm getting the ump, he's getting the ump. Like, I'm having to shout at you. Everyone else is in your ear. Like, second half was just so free-flowing, fluid. We understood the patterns, understood the roles. We got after them, put them under pressure. We were Dorking Wanderers, and we scored 6 goals. The way the academy works alongside playing, obviously, with the first team, it's actually it actually bolds in really, really well. So training, obviously, on a Monday. Then after my training, I can do my team, the A's. Tuesday's the same setup. Wednesday's our fixtures, a day off, which is perfect. And then we don't train Thursday and Friday. So, well, Friday is for all year 13s, which is all the second years. So I actually get time to switch off a little bit and focus on what's coming ahead and focus on training on Thursday morning and then, you know, what it might look like with the first team, whether I'm playing, whether I'm helping anyone out, whatever it might look like. But yeah, so no, it actually fits really well. It moulds in really well with my football as well, which is perfect for me. So I can actually concentrate on both. So I'm really enjoying that. Really enjoying that.
And so to the visit of Salisbury F.C, a club from Wiltshire that is just 9 years old. Back in 1905, there was a side called Salisbury City, but that folded during World War II and was replaced in 1947 by a new club, one that lasted until just under a decade ago, when they were kicked out of what is now the National League due to some bad debt management. A consortium that included legendary striker Steve Claridge bought the key assets from the administrator, and with the help of supporters and volunteers, they wrangled the home ground back into shape. And over the next 9 seasons, Salisbury clawed its way back into the National League, winning the Southern League Prem playoffs last season. And now they find themselves mid-table, just a single win behind the Wanderers, who, having won their last 2 games, are beginning to look like the club that won this division at a canter 3 seasons ago.
Right, boys, good to see you all. I do enjoy football together. It's so easy to fall off a mental cliff positively when you have a couple of good results. It's so easy. I've been doing it 25 years. I've had players around me for 25 years. It's so easy to go from the mentality that says, this lot are getting beaten up today and they ain't going to get the ball off Dorking Wanderers. And we are Dorking Wanderers. So easy to go from that to thinking, oh, last week was great, and just going down 10, 15% in your mindset. I don't think you let me down. I don't think you will at all, or yourselves. Right, let's have a good day, boys. Right. Yeah, 4 changes. Captain's not in the side. But obviously we've got a very good team, and it's an opportunity for those others to show us what they've got. We want to get to a point. I mean, I don't really remember us, do you, in that National South Sea? I don't really remember us tearing apart tactics too much, because we just had a great side that scored more than the opposition week in, week out. What we know is, in this division, if we can get our best side out, it will be better than most teams. So we've proven that in the last couple of weeks, but we've still got a lot of work to do. I'm not sure how they're playing. The centre half, they're definitely a little bit short at the back, and they're small. They're a bit short at the back. The centre half's not playing from last week, so they could be either, but I think we'll work it out quickly. The key will be where that John Barty's playing, because if they're back 4, you'll see him tucked in, and you'll see this number 26. But to be fair, mate, it'll only take a couple of minutes.
There's over half an hour until kick-off, and yet the Salisbury supporters have started the singing early, which would be welcome if it wasn't so abusive and, frankly, slanderous.
be fair, I don't mind that sort of away following. You need that in this league.
Yeah,
pay the
it makes a bit of
bills.
an atmosphere, doesn't it?
Exactly.
That's a really nice hoodie Marc's wearing. It's probably expensive. He's got his mic clipped to it, by the way. Oh, and now the hoodie is tied around his waist and the mic is still clipped to the hoodie. Well, that's just perfect.
Jim, let Jason know. I think they're back three.
The Dorking gaffer's not wrong. Salisbury are lining up a 3-4-3 system with a box midfield. That is to say, 2 banks of 2. Brian, the visiting manager, is keen to have a go at coming forwards, it seems. And it will be interesting to see how quickly the Dorking bench figure that out.
Get their formation for me.
No, I wouldn't say it's a box. Yeah.
Jack! Overloads at the back! Just press!
With CDM Dan Gallagher dropping deep, Dorking have an overload at the back, and they're using the space they have in their third to play the ball around, as is their wont.
Try and keep the flanks clear. Oh, +1's here.
Oh, referee. It's a bad tackle.
Youngie! Stay central!
Wanderers are in control of this game early on, and they're probing away at the Salisbury defence, looking for weak spots. 11 minutes in, Seb Bowerman crosses in from the right and finds the exact kind of weakness they were looking for.
Yes, it's in. That's how I fucking finish that, by the way. Don't get ball in that. Don't deliver that.
It's Jack Young's first start in a Wanderers shirt, and the young midfielder has opened his goal-scoring account already. Seb's cross is punched away by goalkeeper James Hilson, but it's not exactly a Sagat uppercut, more a Dowsim slap. The ball only makes it as far as the edge of the box, and before it can bounce, Young connects with a controlled side-foot volley, looping it into the far corner of the goal.
Youngie, stay central! No! +1s are here! Use the +1 across the back!
We're pretty sure he remembers to clip the mic back on later, but in the meantime he just said something about +1s and playing it around the back.
What is the point of doing that?
Okay! Well done! Well done! Take them away.
Salisbury haven't threatened at all, at least until a misplaced pass allows Josh Hedges to tee up Noah Coppin. The shot flies over and Wanderers come forwards again through Josh Brooking.
From like that one that goes up.
Shots.
Josh is so good at that when he runs in like that, isn't he?
There's an air of confidence in the way Dorking are working the ball around, and the chances don't seem too hard to come by.
George could have gone over then.
Seb's shot swings around the far post and the scare gives the visitors a jolt. Marc said before the game he expects any move at the back to result in a long ball, and so it proves as Josh Somerton picks out Coppin.
What, press to 4?
Wheeler makes the most of Coppin's blatant foul on Norville Williams and rolls the ball across to Josh Hedges, and he responds by scooping the ball up and over the bar, missing the best opening of the game in the process. When Jimmy Mewett hooks the ball over the bar and out for a goal kick, the officials understandably think it was a defensive clearance, much to the chagrin of Sido Giambarti, the former Ebbsfleet man who, when he was last here, had to watch on as a smoke bomb on the pitch gave Wanderers enough injury time to save the game and their season. At least he won't have to go through that again. Giambarti's emotional reaction gets him a yellow.
Who's that, Shambles? Yeah.
Perhaps buoyed by his early goal, Jack Young looks keen to shoot at any opportunity that arises near the edge of the box.
2-0, that's me, mate.
This has not been a half stacked with high-class football, or indeed many chances. Still, Salisbury may think they should have probably got on the score sheet.
Alfie, help me! Get him up! Josh! Josh!
Youngie, you and Noel, they're getting too many touches. Now, I know if your team ain't keeping the ball, I know that sometimes you're but we just need to play this game in a way. They're winning duels. Josh Brookins won 3 tackles back to back before any of you around him even laid a glove on play, right? You don't win football matches without winning duels. You with me, Jim, yeah? We need to go back to playing out early. That's what we're doing. And when we play out now, right, so they're giving us the +1, yeah? The only reason they started jumping players because they're so confident you're going to give it back to them because you're too slow, right? So they're giving us the +1, so this is them. Right, this is them. They're pressing that one. So obviously this is why. And the idea is, Dan, where you want to go and hit the ball is dropping on an angle, like a centre half. Does that make sense? That's where you want to receive it. Every time you get a chance to put the ball in the box, just try and get back in the box. Yeah. Just keep delivering it. Can you get together, lads? Yeah? Come on. Come on.
And here's the moment that we discover what's been going on with the microphone. Marc is concerned that Salisbury are getting too much time on the ball in midfield, and he wants his side to get better at using their overload before taking the ball out wide. In the meantime, Salisbury are looking to tweak their midfield to 3-4-1-2 in order to make sure they don't lose out in the middle of the park.
It's a foul, ref!
Oh, I'm starving.
James, what you done?
McManus is knocked to the ground with ease, and he apparently thinks Callum Watts has done it too many times.
Here you go. Oh, George!
Oh, George indeed. Franken reaches Pryor's nod back across the goal and stabs the ball mildly wide of the post. We've no idea what Dan Gallagher does here, but the referee seems adamant that he's done something wrong.
You be careful, Dan, on this yellow.
Yep, Dan needs to be careful, and so does James Hilson in goal. Salisbury have not played too much football in Dorking's half, and they're making an effort to change that as they work the ball down the left side and give Jimmy Mewett some defending to do. I must say at the time I thought that was a penalty, but in the replay you can see he does get to the ball. Well done, Jim.
Go on, Alf. We're a lot closer. Go on.
Elliot Wheeler protests too much and he gets a yellow card.
He's right ahead of ref.
Yeah, ref's got a good view, isn't it?
No, get high! Talk, you two.
Marc warned at half-time of winning the battles and the warning was not heeded. Salisbury are dominating the play now.
Stand up.
Salisbury managed a couple of blocked shots and a half-hearted appeal for handball that we're unable to deny or verify as Wanderers begin to realise they might need to change something.
Get up, get up, get up! Tuck in, George.
The Salisbury fans, who have been rather unpleasant all afternoon, are feeling hard done by for not getting either penalty claim rewarded, and they'll be even more whiny if Dorking score against the run of play.
Go on, Jace. Good. Go on, Al, head it.
Just shoot.
Do you remember when Aidan Elliott Wheeler got booked for dissent earlier? I'm mentioning that for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, that's a yellow. Structure's breaking. Oh, it's off.
They're going to go 4-4-1, yeah.
That's a 10, yeah, one of the 10.
Youngie, no! Just do a job for me! Stay out the way of the playing! Just do a job!
Fine.
We're going to see how this goes, boys, on the bench, okay? 1-0's a trappy old scoreline.
Marc knows his subs are crucial, especially with Salisbury playing a brave 3-4-2 system. Alfie attempts a 1920 style attack on the keeper, but he's denied by a referee who's had a near perfect game.
Bobby, well done, Seb. Get the goal that wins it, yeah?
After inspiring the under-19s to a 6-0 win a few days earlier, Bob's coming on to finish Salisbury off. And the winger is usually exceptional when up against a 10-man team, and with Matt Briggs coming on for Jimmy on the other flank, Salisbury will do well to avoid conceding a second.
Relax, George. Youngie. Forward.
Well done, Niall. Pull out.
Stop me! Forward, back!
Maton attempts to scoop the ball clear, but it's kept alive by Niall McManus and Matt Briggs, whose control of the ball, inadvertently or otherwise, tees up Jack Young, who once again accepts the offer to shoot from outside the box. This time his shot squirms under the goalkeeper and into the back of the net to give Dorking Wanderers a 2-goal lead 7 minutes from time. You have to wonder if the keeper probably should have been wearing a hat. With the game all but sewn up, Marc sends on Bob's under-19 star midfielder Joel to cover for Dan Gallagher, who's been a rock in midfield today, but he's on a yellow card.
Joel, you're going on for Dan on his yellow, yeah? Joel, don't go anywhere. On the ball, just keep the ball neat and tidy, okay? Fuck me, why do we always do this?
A long ball catches George Frankham out and Jordan Norville-Williams doesn't quite get enough on his header back to Harrison Fulks. Sub Ronan Silva latches onto the ball and he pokes it forwards. The ball clips off the keeper's leg. Fulks then clatters into Silva and the ref gives a penalty. Now we get corrected all the time for our interpretation of the laws, so we won't make a judgment call on this. We're just going to confirm that Fulks gets his leg to the ball before he makes contact with Silva and point out that it's the away side's third plea for a penalty. Hedges slots the penalty in, and despite being a goal down still, a smoke bomb is thrown onto the pitch in celebration by one of the children in the Salisbury crowd.
I can't, I'm a manager.
No, I know, just someone just...
Yeah, they'll see it, security now, but he's not allowed to touch it.
Cameraman Jono has put up with the supporters grabbing him, shouting abuse and now smoking him out. We'd like to take this moment to commend his ability to remain calm and not turn around and twat one of them in the face with the camera. Josh Brooking does his best to see the game out, albeit in his own corner, and Salisbury managed to force a throw with only 3 minutes of injury time remaining. those fans don't deserve the coverage given their behaviour, but the footage looks pretty good, so we're running it. Josh Hedges musters a medium to long throw, and it's enough to reach the head of Sido Jumbati. The former Ebbsfleet man flicks the ball in the vicinity of Sabo Dor, whose side foot volley loops onto the bar, just out of Harrison's reach, landing nicely for Ronan Silva, who tucks it into the back of the net to earn an unlikely draw for Salisbury.
Boys! Go forward!
What a terrible result that is.
Fucking shit.
It goes!
Yes.
Unbelievable is one of the most overused, meaningless words in the football lexicon. If everything is unbelievable, then nothing is unbelievable. How can anyone find goals that surprising? Anyway, this really is hard to believe, at least. With 10 men and a 2-goal deficit with 7 minutes of normal time to be played, Salisbury have somehow turned it around to win 3-2 away from home. These two sides were 2 divisions apart last season. For Sido Jumbati, it must feel like redemption. After thinking he'd won the game deep into injury time in the playoff final, he's finally tasted the joy of an injury time winner at Meadowbank.
That is a fucking shambles.
The second smoke bomb of the day has helped to push the added time a bit further, which will surely be on Jumbati's mind as Dorking come forward for the last time today. Somewhere, Beardy's whispering to himself, "It's got to go in, Baz. It's got to go in." Unbelievable. Jason Pryor knocks the ball on for Jack Young to flick the ball towards Briggsy. Jumbati gets a foot in, only for it to fall kindly for Joel Brown, a lad in search of redemption after giving the ball away for the 3rd goal, a fact we somewhat glossed over a minute or 2 ago. Joel's shot is saved, but the ball rebounds to Joel's under-19s manager, Bobby Joe Taylor, who keeps a cool head to thread the ball between the legs of the hapless James Hilson and rescue a point for Dorking.
Cheers, boys. Cheers, mate. Well, mate. Okay, mate. Cheers, boys.
Thank you for watching Bunch of Amateurs. Hit the subscribe button and you'll never miss an episode. Hit the like button and we'll probably make more episodes. And if you really want to see the team talks and such, join us on BOA Plus. Go to bunchofamateurs.com to find out how to join us. You get extended episodes and behind the scenes bits and all kinds of extra stuff. And we start from £1 a month.